one of your playlists is online.
Yeah.
And I saw there was a Mohit Suri playlist also, and I was like, wow, that's super validation.
You're your own genre.
I remember when I was doing Aashiqui too, when we were shooting in Goa, people were recognizing me, but not Shraddha and Aditya at that time. The first show had just broken out. I have a picture of them getting mobbed by the hotel, by the aero staff. I think with great love comes great sacrifice. If you want the person all for yourself, at the expense of that person, that's not love. I can't take credit for creating talent, because talent, I believe, can never be created.
Yeah. What are your non-negotiables for a love story to land?
Well, if you don't have good music, don't make it.
यार आज लव स्टोरी बनाएंगे कैसे, क्योंकि आजकल इनको एंड व्हेन आई से इनको, इट्स द यूथ, इनको तो लव ऐसा वाला लव नहीं रहा.
There's not love like this doesn't exist today.
The conscious choice of not having the actors come and promote this film, did you have anything to do with this decision? Mohit, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You know, because there's lots to congratulate you for. First of all, 20 years in the movies as a director. Wow. What a journey it's been, no?
You know, I have not looked at it that way. I just enjoyed every moment of it. Never looked back to see where, like the first day of shoot still feels like yesterday. But yeah, it's had its ups, it's had its downs. It has those euphoric moments you've had. But I think that's what it is. I just think what I like the most about it is I got a chance to make more movies each time.
Absolutely.
And here I am, 14 films old.
Yeah. And I was just thinking about it, how I've been on the radio for many years now. Yes. And if we didn't have Mohit Suri making these movies, a significant amount of our playlist would not exist.
Wow. You know, it was really cool. I think one of your playlists is online.
Yeah.
And I saw there was a Mohit Suri playlist also, and I was like, wow, that's super validation.
You're your own genre.
I was like, wow, I didn't know when that happened. How survival mechanism became a genre, this thing.
How beautiful. Yeah. And I think with Saiyara, that's, you know, just about to release. I'm so excited for this film for a lot of reasons. A, because I'm really tired of all these men throwing around big things and bursting things on the screen. I'm really looking forward to a love story. So that's one. Also, the idea of having two new faces. And more importantly, you've gone so against the grain when it comes to the promotions, right? I mean, usually actors are sitting with us. Yeah. And I'm so happy that we're speaking to a director. Okay, wow, that's one in its own thing. The other is also the conscious choice of not having the actors come and promote this film. Did you have anything to do with this decision?
No, it was an idea which collectively came in. I think, you know, my producer, Akshay, who's, you know, directly, and Adi sir, who's mentored us through this thing, was have understood that till they don't have something behind them to talk about, the conversation with people would be, who is the prankster on the set? How is it to work with Mohit Suri? And those are redundant answers. I don't think anyone's really bothered about those things. But if you have a body of work that comes outside, and I saw this, you know, I remember when I was doing Aashiqui too, and it's amazing. You have to know the story. When we were shooting in Goa, people were recognizing me, but not Shraddha and Aditya at that time when we were shooting the film. And we caught up, but we were going for promotion, and we were catching a flight back from Chandigarh. I still have pictures of when both of them called me. That's the picture that flashes on my phone. I took a picture of both of them, and the first show had just broken out of Aashiqui, and we were on air and in air, and no network. But by the time we landed, the show had gotten over, and people knew it was a really good film. And I have a picture of them getting mobbed by the hotel, by the aero staff. I was like, there was no network. How did they know? But the way they were treating them after that was very different from, because they were acknowledging them for not how they look or not how we've pushed them, but what they've seen and connected with the people. This film is like that. This film it's not got your gimmicks. It was just purely made on an honest level. I remember I had put in so much of my voice into this film, and I was dying to make it. So I was worried that at that time there were only star cast films doing well. action films doing well,
Yes.
buildings blowing up, helicopters blowing up. And here I wanted to make a newcomer film. So I very apologetically was called up some of my actor friends and asked them if they would love to do a love story with me. And they all did agree, to be fair. But when I suggested their name to Adi sir, he was actually like, my distribution team and marketing team will be really happy. But I'm telling you, your film is not going to work because your script is for 25-year-olds. It's for new people. And I said, yes, I know it is, but today's market. He said, that let me take the risk. You just promise me
wow.
you'll make a good film, your best. I said, you make a good film. I said, so I'll make my best. So he said, then let me take that risk with the new people.
I also think that there's a promise with YRF. And the
Yes.
promise is higher, okay? So,
A lot.
oh my God, like we grew up as a generation
Totally.
loving their films.
Yeah.
In fact, they taught us how to love.
Totally. Like
Yeah.
Yashji and Adi sir, I think, Diwali used to be their film.
Absolutely.
And my aunt, I remember, who brought us up, used to take me and my cousin every Diwali. She's my age but sister. But every Diwali we used to book bulk tickets to go watch
Yash Raj.
Yash Raj film.
Yeah, yeah.
I was in the 8th grade when Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge came out. And I remember watching the film and everyone was enamored by the actors and I know they were spectacular. But I was like, who is the young guy who's made a film?
Yeah.
And it was Adi sir. And that's when I got interested in the whole job of wanting to be a director.
And I remember with DDLJ, I was just thinking, it's so strange you mentioned it because the film has been there for so long. But I thought about it just 2 days ago where I said, that film is not about just the love story. It's about standing up and showing the entire country a new way. Where we said कि हम भाग के शादी नहीं करेंगे, हम आपके permission से शादी
It was a brilliant concept. I mean, every girl connected, even though she was based in London, every girl connected to the permission issues that they had with their parents.
Yes.
Be home by this time.
Correct, correct.
But, there always was a hero who came first class first, respected parents, respected elders, respected, didn't party, was the guy. That was the hero at that time. And then suddenly you had a hero who fails in the exam on the first day.
Yeah.
Father says, I've earned enough money, go spoil it.
Yeah, yeah.
He talks about Robbie's party.
Yeah.
He
Robbie
robs
ki
beer.
party,
Yeah,
yes,
Robbie ki
of
party.
course, yes.
And he robs beer in the first scene.
Of course, yeah.
So the same character who robs beer in the first scene, will he rob your daughter and take her away?
Yeah.
That was one of the best writing I've ever seen, and all of them adds up.
Absolutely.
And he's got a better value system being brought aboard than the great Indian guy who they assume to have a...
Should marry
Yeah.
him. And
So that's a great film.
yeah, and I think that's what I was thinking about when I was thinking about your movies, that your love stories have always been more than just a love story. They've always had socio-political fabrics interwoven so tightly. Also, you have this commentary about love being not just, tough because, there's external problems. There's also internal issues, like there's Aashiqui, where we saw he eventually has to kill himself
For her to grow.
Yes. And I feel that that's the Mohit Suri stamp. So talk to me about how that stamp is in Saiyara and how, when you see that trailer, you're seeing such intense love. How does one...
Well, I can't tell you more because I think I want
You'll
to
give it away,
give it
damn
away.
it. Yeah, okay.
Especially in love story. But yes, I think with great love comes great sacrifice. Letting someone go is the only way, even if it means, if you want the person all for yourself at the expense of that person, that's not love. That's you're satisfying your own
ego and
ego,
possessiveness. Yeah.
To let go, even pushing a person away so that the person can reach the dream they have to be, is true love.
Yeah.
So I think that's the max I can really talk about in the film because I don't want to ruin the experience of the thing. But what I've never tried to change I've never tried to make a social message out of the films that I made. It just comes from a certain moral and ethic code that I have with love.
Yes.
With the women in my life, especially, I genuinely feel, I mean, if you might see my narrative, there must be most of the men are flawed and the women see through their flaws and find what's good inside the person. That probably is my own narrative in life, whether it's with my wife, my sister, my daughter now.
Sure.
I genuinely believe women are the stronger sex, emotionally for sure.
Yeah.
We men take very long to find what our emotion is.
Yes.
But I wouldn't be anywhere for these women if it wasn't for these women in my life. My aunt, who brought me up after my mom expired, she herself was a single mother. And I think that's where your love thing gets a certain amount of credibility.
Sure.
Because
Sure.
you have, I do feel that the women, the sacrifice they've done over the years in every aspect of my life are all the heroes of my life. Actually, like the women have been the heroes of my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's what makes the love story stand apart. I think.
The trope of the pained rock star,
Yeah.
the trope of the pained musician,
Yeah.
is one that you love.
Yeah.
Okay, you've done it so well in Aashiqui too. You seem to have this amazing, relationship with music, and then I feel like you sublimate into these hero characters who can make amazing music.
You know, the thing is, I can't play a single instrument. I don't know
Okay.
any scale. I don't know major, minor.
Okay.
Some people come and say, you like major songs, you like minor songs. I have no idea about all this.
Okay.
I listen to music like it's like when you sit in, when you were young and you sat in a rickshaw which had a deck.
Yeah.
And you like, okay, you know what his choice is. Like, sir, आपके पास भैया आपके पास वो वाला cassette है क्या या वो. So I just love that. And then purposely, like my mother used to do this when we were young. She would ask for a longer route to finish the song.
Yeah, of course.
So I think that's how music should be celebrated.
Let me give you a gift, Mohit Suri. Do you know that what is your absolute most popular song down the years on radio? Research after research has thrown up one song that may surprise you. Take a guess.
वो लम्बे वो बातें.
It's from the same time.
जिया धड़क धड़क.
It's Agar Tum Mil Jao.
Oh really? Yeah.
So there is a radio research that we do and we test songs, right? That song has done so well year on year, and because I'm part of a radio station called Radio Nasha as well.
Yeah.
Oh my God, like that song. So it's amazing how you think that the popular ones and the mass is actually responding to a song which may not be the biggest hit of the album.
Yeah, I know
but
that. Yeah.
It is the biggest hit of that album.
Yeah.
So it's amazing.
Yeah, I think that connection of that song is a much more simpler and less thinking song than Wo Lame Wo Baatein, that makes you overanalyze the relationship.
Yeah.
It's just very clear and out there. Like, agar tum mil jao, zamana chhod dega.
Yeah.
There's no discussion on that.
Yeah, and it's the simplistic, simple sort of times of the 90s where the songs were like this.
Yeah.
You love somebody and it's great. But so I had to give
Like, I'm a
that.
huge Nadeem Shravan fan.
I can imagine.
Yeah, like I think, and that could be responsible because I had a driver who was a huge Nadeem Shravan fan.
Yeah.
And and as a kid, and he kept playing Jaan Tere Naam again and again and again.
No way.
Yeah. And I was just like, and one of the reasons I married Udita is she knew Jaan Tere Naam songs
course.
and Diva. Now like this one I want to marry.
Oh my
she
God.
looks this way and she sings
these
Nadeem Shravan songs.
yeah.
I'm marrying this girl.
Greatest soundtrack of all time, of that time. Phir Teri Kahani Yaad Aayi, hands down. Okay. And Shairana Si Hai Zindagi Ki
Yeah.
Greatest song ever. Like, yeah. So, wow, this is fun.
Yeah.
We should meet up and just listen to this music, man.
Totally.
This is what I want to do.
Totally.
Maybe we'll just do a Mohit Suri listening session where he
I
just
would love
plays
that.
us.
Like I still, when I go in the car, I'll stop. If the rain is there and the traffic is high, I'll listen to all these songs.
Yeah.
You get like great. Okay, let me put it this way. I don't know whether you guys, there's this confession to make. There's a really good song that Mithun made for me, which was called Fir Mohabbat Karne Chala Hai Tu.
Dil संभल जा जरा फिर मोहब्बत करने चला.
But the inspiration of that song, as in thought, was from a Feroz Khan film from, I think it was Jabaz, which is Jab Jab Teri Surat Dekhu, प्यारा सा कौन सा ये बंधन है, ये कैसा अपनापन है.
Yeah.
And that was the thought to come with Jab Jab Tere Paas Mein Aaya, Ek Sukoon Mila.
Oh my God,
Yeah, so I mean, all the great work has been done. We just have to rediscover it.
Yeah, and it's pretty simple. If you just know your basics, it's pretty great. I also want to talk to you about how great an actor Ahaan Pandey looks like, okay, and Aneet look like. I'm obviously, over talking right now because just that trailer has captured the imagination of a lot of people. But I want to ask you, what has set their performance apart from perhaps any other actors of this time? Because it's there to see. You can see the comments. People are responding differently to a star kid versus anybody else's launch or debut. Do you think that there is any difference or whatever?
See, I think all the rest of them after the trailer have messaged me also.
Yeah.
But I genuinely feel, for a director to judge his newcomers, it's like deciding and saying that they're the best. It's like my kid is the prettiest, my kid sings the best
Correct,
and does that.
correct,
So for me to say that will always sound biased and stuff like that. But I must tell you what both these kids have is they came with such an open heart. They didn't come with something very reserved. There was a complete surrender in a certain way. And what I realized is we tend to undermine them a bit away, like they don't think they have the intelligence or the emotional depth that you require. I think I just kept pushing the bar, and I think that's where we've reached. I think I didn't want to settle with them. We tend to believe that it's too deep an emotion for this kid. Is this word too deep? I was like, just push it now. Worst case, we'll. And what I realized while working with them is I thank them. It was a liberating experience because rather than making this film like a wall with stone and concrete and brick, which is solid, I said, let's mold them like clay. Let me go into their world and make a beautiful structure or like a statue out of clay and be a sculptor rather than be sharp when you needed it. But
Correct.
mold them like clay, I think. And I had to see the world through their eyes. This is the fourth generation of newcomers I'm working with, to be honest.
I just realized that because I was rewatching Kalyug just for fun, because that's what we do, guys.
Yeah, he was a great actor.
Yes.
He is still a great actor.
Yes.
I worked with Kangana in her second film. She's a great actor. Imran, I've been lucky for that for the new ones. Then I worked with Siddharth in his second film for villain. Aditya, whatever number of him, but first like this thing. I can't take credit for creating talent, because talent, I believe, can never be created. You can just discover it. It's like a star in the sky, right? It was always there. The light just reached you at the right time, so many light years away, or you spotted it with your telescope.
Correct.
So that's what I've done with both of them, I think. But I must give it to them. The surrender, this generation tends to spend a lot of energy on other things. And they didn't. They were not the kind.
How
both
lovely.
of them.
How
like
lovely.
sometimes I have to tell Aneet to seriously call back because she's not checking her phone when you're messaging
Oh,
her.
wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. I said, yeah.
Wow. So they're not living on their phones.
No, they're not.
That's amazing. Which brings me to my question about the love story conundrum in our movies right now. So we had a lot of action films, and then now I see this wave coming back of like now love stories.
Yeah.
But I feel like somewhere we've forgotten what are the ingredients of a solid, fun love story. Just a love story where you surrender.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Mohit, is your sort of, what are your non-negotiables for a love story to land? And you've done it time and again. So please tell us the formula.
Well, if you don't have good music, don't make it.
Great. Yeah.
I don't know a single love story that's done well in the world, not even India. Like even a Titanic has The Heart Will Go On.
Yeah.
Even a dark love story like 50 Shades of Grey, God Love Me Like You Do. I'm giving English examples. Even Eric Segal's The Theme, the love story has a great theme that resonates even till today.
Correct.
If you think of these films, you can remember the melody in your head.
Absolutely.
All of them.
Absolutely. Yes.
So similarly with Hindi films also, you need, or any other language films, Kabir Singh has great music. So the first thing that you cannot not have in a love story is good music. I also feel love is usually the classic age of superstars and stuff like that, or it's young. I'm not denying the fact that people can fall in love in the
at
beginning,
any point.
At any point.
And you've done those love stories as well. Yes, of course.
I've done that too. But I think what has a real big energy is Veer Zara had that epical, and Dr. Shivago and Bridges of Madison County had that thing. Or it goes completely young, like Eric Segal's love story, or Titanic also is young. She's getting married. He's the guy who's gambling. So I think that's just the range in which you should stick to making. The rest becomes social dramas.
Yeah. There's youth and effervescence and there's energy. So there's music and there's
music.
Newness.
And newness. That's and while you want to be new, remember there's certain I'm not one to teach this, but certain fundamental things will always matter. Like I remember seeing Titanic, which is a film based in the early 1900s, when the ship sank, in 1998. They were wearing clothes of the past, but I was bawling when Jack died.
Yeah,
right?
Of course.
It re-released in 2012 again.
Yeah.
I was bawling again.
Yes.
Okay. So certain emotions will remain classic. Maybe the costume changes. Maybe the way of connecting. Like you can't do letters today. My grandparents probably did letters.
Correct.
My father was talking on the landline to my mother and trunk calls because he was
Of
in Delhi
course.
and Bombay. I had cell phones
Yeah, yeah.
to woo my wife. The next generation has social media. But no matter what happens, when the heart breaks, it hurts in the same place.
Same way. Yeah, yeah.
It hurts somewhere in the center left.
Yeah,
When you see someone you love, you get those butterflies in your stomach.
yeah.
It could be a message on the phone, but you feel
Yeah.
that way.
The medium is
The mediums have
immaterial.
changed.
Yeah, yeah.
But the feeling of love will not change.
Yeah. Let's talk about social media, right? You know, it's so, I don't know if this is a misnomer, that this generation, love is fleeting, love is temporary, love is very easy to find, and love is replaceable. Now, because maybe social media or apps have made it so easy to find love, how did you navigate telling a love story today? Okay, in the face of all of this, because I'm sure somebody has come to you and said, यार आज love story बनाएंगे कैसे? क्योंकि आजकल इनको and when I say इनको, it's the youth. इनको तो love ऐसा वाला love नहीं रहा.
A lot of people actually
Yeah.
said, there's not love like this doesn't exist today.
Yeah.
But that's why you go to the movies and then you find that love there.
No, what is your insight on the youth and do they buy into a love story?
No, I think that's what I'm saying. We underrate them. I believe just because they're on their phone all the time, it's not like they won't feel. They're probably not showing it to you.
Yeah, yeah.
They're hiding it in their phone. But as I said, when they fall in love, it will feel in the same place that it always. They can't. That feeling has to be within the body. It cannot be on the phone. And they will make contact. They will. You could say it's become easier. Like to get a letter sent to the love of your life was a via route, which took longer.
Correct.
Now you can directly find somebody anywhere or on
And send a
Instagram
message,
or
yeah.
also or Facebook and send a message. But in the end, the final consummation of love happens the same way. You cannot, in the end, just maintain a relation by never meeting somebody. So I think we look. It's unfair. I think the previous generation probably said the same thing about us.
True.
Yeah.
True.
But I was that guy standing under a hoarding, looking at Udita's hoarding from Pop and saying, I want to marry this girl. And
Yeah.
today I'm married to her with 2 kids.
Yeah.
And at that time, my father kept telling me stories about how he left everything in Delhi
Yeah.
to come be with my mom in Bombay. Every generation feels the other one cannot love.
Cannot
like
love
that.
as
Like,
much.
as
Huh?
with-
It's
yeah.
a contest.
It's a contest.
Yeah,
It just
yeah,
changes
yeah.
form, I think.
Fantastic. It's so lovely talking to you. Of course, we can't let you go without picking some of your favorites from the Saiyara soundtrack.
Yes.
So we're going to end with asking you, what is your favorite song? And I know that that's never a good question to ask Mohit Suri because every song is
all of them
important.
are like your kids and you're like deciding.
No, but if there's one song that would, the most personal song, the song that this is your song.
I must say the title track because I think where I was at that stage of my life, when I was in Dubai and watching a concert of one of my singer friends, and I was with my wife who was playing as a DJ, and they were playing all my music from Avarapan and Zeher and all. And people were done. I'm thinking this is 18 years old and it's 20 years old.
Yeah.
Who are these kids? They were probably not born at that time,
Yeah.
but they were connecting to the song. So when I came back, I actually went the organic way, like Barbad, Dhun and all. I did brief them and they came with the song. This song was something, it was almost like we planted the seed, found Fahim, Tanish came together, got us. This required a age-old skill set like how I did very earlier in my life, not just picking up from a bank or a ready-made song.
Yeah.
So I think
You were like Gana Banate Hain.
Banate Hai.
Yeah.
It was the only song and then it became the title song. The other ones, people they pitched me 2-3 songs. I said, this one I like, this one I don't.
Correct.
But this we made from scratch. And I think when you still have the ability to do that after 20 years and it connects, you're doing something right.
You are.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mohit.
Thank you.
I've always wanted to sit down and talk to you, and I'm so happy that Saiyara gave us
I'm
this
glad.
opportunity.
Thank you so much.
I wish you a lot of luck, and thank you for bringing a love story
Thank
to
you.
us.
This was lovely.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Mohit Suri and you guys are on Just Too Filmy. Congratulations, guys. You're doing great work.
Just too filmy.